We'll go down, people. It's your boy, Mr. ANO. Know what I'm saying? AKA Mr. Anonymous. And this is Into the Kingdom. Well, you already know that I get on here and I do speeches on, spiritual aspects of the mind, and so forth. But considering the fact that I'm an author also, I want, and not, I won't, I don't want, I will be placing videos of what I'm going through, what I'm learning, and different ideas, and description of my processing, and my process of writing. So like if you're wondering, like a lot of people wonder where I get my ideas from, how do I come up with my ideas, where do I get, how do I come up with the descriptions, the looks, and all of that? Well, first thing first is like I'm very visual when it comes to my mind. I see mostly everything in my head. I see it as a video, like a little show. So it's kind of different for me compared to maybe other writers. But at the end of the day, writing is writing. A story is a story, no matter how you do it. So when I first started, of course, I was pants off on everything, you know what I'm saying? I was just showing my naked ass. I was just going off the know what I'm saying, the whim of my pen, whatever popped in mind, I went with that. So if you don't know, you know what I'm saying, basically what I'm saying is I'm a pantser. If you don't know what a pantser is basically just somebody who just write. They don't plan it, they just do it. So for my first two books, Dragonborn 1, Into the Kingdom, and Dragonborn 2, Thug, I pantsed out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I showed my naked ass the whole way through. Now I'm on book three, I've been doing research on different authors, listening to different podcasts and so forth to learn how to develop my skills even more. Of course, you develop your skills through constant writing consistency. So, of course, I write every day, Monday through Sunday. Sometimes I can't say Saturdays and Sundays because, well, I can't say Saturdays. Sometimes Fridays because those are the days that I get my son. But for sure, I write almost every day. And lately I've been moving on a 3 hour to 4 hour writing process. They might not be all, you know what I'm saying? It's not always a constant flow. Sometimes I can write for 2 hours, sometimes I can write for less. But at the end of the day is I'm working on my book really, period, for at least 4 hours a day. And I'm trying to work my way up to even more than that. So like I was saying at first, so when it come down to it, when I write, I'm trying a new method right now. I told y'all I'm not a plotter, but I have realized that by me just writing instead of actually making plans, I always as I'm writing, I'm thinking. As I write, new ideas go along, and I just find a way to mash everything together. So, I decided to try something new. I decided to plot out my first few chapters. So, I write down like chapter one, I make down little bulletins and little bullets, and I put down ideas for that chapter. And then I did that up to like chapter seven. Yeah, I think it was like up to chapter seven, eight. So you feel me? I started off like that. I want to do the whole book like that. But I can't quite just, like I said, I come up with the ideas as I go. So I won't be able to exactly not, but I can't say I can't do it. Right now, I'm just saying that I'm taking my time as I do it. It takes time. I'm not gonna lie to you. To plot out a book, sometimes or to plot out just one little chapter, you'll look up and a whole hour will been and passed by before you even got to writing. So that's like for that reason, I haven't exactly plotted out my whole book process, but I'm working at it. So far I'm on chapter seven. And since I'm a writer of fantasy, all things fantasy, all things supernatural. I have a bunch of characters, I have a bunch of powers, and just a bunch of everything. Adventure, they're moving from this spot to that spot, and so forth and so forth. So of course I have to write out my characters, especially since my main character, one of my main characters, because I have two, built his own gang inside of Providence, which is the school for E-balls. If you don't know what an E-ball is, for me, instead of calling them mutants, I call them E-balls because in my book I did not limit the supernatural behavior. For instance, with werebeasts, we have all forms of werebeasts. We have bull, shark, frog, rabbit, dog, whatever, wolf, whatever. It doesn't matter. I have all forms of them. And no, they do not turn, well, they can turn into the animal version, but we are more on some underworld werewolf looking animals. They werebeast forms. And also they depending on their aura, they G-force, their that's what I call aura, G-force, God force. They also can have special abilities, attributes that go along with their werebeast capabilities. A lot of people wonder how I come up with the powers and how I come up with the different ideas that pertain to my characters. And I can say that it can range from anything. I can simply meditate and have a picture of a character float in my head, and from that picture alone, I go along with that. I get ideas from my dreams. But one thing I do a lot of, I do a lot of research. When it comes to my werebeasts, my research goes as far as studying and looking up facts on the animal that they are, and due to what their symbolism, what the symbol of the animal means, due to traits of the animal, um abilities the animal may possess, or mythology on the animal would pick what kind of power they may possess. And of course I don't stop at that. Everybody has a spirit in them, and I believe in that, that we're spiritual beings. We're not fleshly, we're like spiritual. So when you learn how to tap into your true self, you can become more than what you already are, in physical reality. You can possess true God-like power. So with that being said, I also have it to where some characters may be able to possess an ability once they get so far up. But another thing is, a lot of my ideas may also stem from mythology, and not one part of mythology, but all forms of mythology: Celtic, Mayan, Greek, uh, Oriental, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. I've taken all forms of supernatural and I'm placing them in once. That's why I say evolves, because you feel me? They are evolved. It's an evolved form. It's whether you're a mutant, you're a wizard, you're whatever you may be. It's all in one thing. They all go to one school, and like we are here on earth, like, you know what I'm saying? We are all one being. We're a God being. There's no such thing as race. You feel me? We're all one thing. So I kind of like, and on the cool, my book has a lot of forms of my beliefs in there. Whether or not you'll be able to notice, um, really just depends on you and your vibe. You know what I'm saying? You, your vibe, and who you are. But I also have another form of besides just doing the research. I meditate. I told y'all I meditate, but I also have a way of, I lay down and I put on some classical music. And thing about classical music is, whether it be classical or what, it could be just meditation music. Certain frequencies help you tune into your inner self. So, like, quiet out your mind, and my mind will just play scenes, visions. Um, If it's not automatically playing a vision in my head, then I might switch it up and I'll begin to think on a scene that I'm already working on. Sometimes I can progress with that scene, but sometimes uh another chapter or another scene may appear in my head and I just note that down. And of course, a lot of my chapters have came from dreams itself themselves too. So I mean it's multiple ways of doing this. But I say the main thing I'm working on right now is plotting. Even though a lot of the times what I have plotted out beforehand might not end up being the same thing that I write, but it gives me something to stem from, to grow from. And from there, I just continue to go with it. Some things may stay, some things may switch up. At the end of the day, uh it's a process. It's all part of the process. So I mean, yeah, that's basically like I can't really say too much. I didn't write nothing down. I just thought about it and I was like, you know what? I really want to speak on this. I've been having it in my mind. There's a lot of things I want to do. But because of the fact that I'm doing everything on my phone right now, even though there's no such thing as limitations, it's kind of limiting me. Until I can get my computer working the way that I want to. So with that being said, I will be giving you ideas and thoughts or explaining the different processes of what I work through. And when I can, I will start displaying and showing you everything as a whole. But I will just, try to give a couple ideas for you writers out there, you authors out there who are either beginning or already or have been doing this for a while. I learn from you, y'all learn from me. And we just keep this as an eternal thing. We are working together as a whole. And you can always continue to learn and continue finding new ways to express yourself. So, basically that's it. So once again, it's your boy Mr. ANO, Mr. Anonymous. Uh you know what I'm saying? Like to welcome me out into the kingdom, or at least thank y'all for watching Into the Kingdom. If you like this, you feel me, please hit the like button, thumbs up button at the bottom. If you want to continue to learn more about my processing and what all I have gone through since I published my first book, please subscribe. If you want to learn more about the mind and aspects of the science and spirituality that I believe is all one, then once again subscribe and just continue to watch. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll make sure to reply. Once again, thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day.